Their international community, in particular the NATO, Amnesty International, United Nations, and educational sectors and educational activists all around the world. I would like to draw your attention about yesterday's horrific and unforgivable terrorist attack on Kabul University that took the life of 19 beautiful students and injured dozens others. I fail to understand that in the presence of more than 40 countries in Afghanistan, with billions of dollars being spent and thousands of internationals and Afghan soldiers' life has been lost for the past 20 years. Yet again, we failed to protect at least the educational sector in Afghanistan, which is so important and is so vital for a prosperous, for a democratic, for a educated and a developed Afghanistan. It breaks our heart that the international communities knows exactly where these animals are hiding or from which location these animals are planning and being trained to carry such horrific attack against Afghanistan education or against Afghan's educational sector. Therefore, I call on the United States, NATO, United Nations, Amnesty International, and all human rights organizations and all civil activists around the world to come together and put an end to this barbarism and to these insane and unjustifiable attacks against Afghan education sector. The Afghans have the right, like all other citizens around the world, to seek a peaceful, a prosperous, and a secure environment education. Education is the right of every child, and it's not right that we turn a blind eye when it comes to Afghan life, when it comes to Afghan education, when it comes to Afghan security. I simply ask these questions. You've been there in Afghanistan for the past 20 years. What is your duty? Where did your billions of dollars go? Don't you have any sympathy or any sense that yet thousands of your own soldiers has also died in this land? And yet we are failing to protect the education sector in Afghanistan. This is not the first time. This is not the first horrific image. This is not the first horrific incident. There has been thousands and thousands and more severe and more deadly and more painful attack than yesterday's one in the past 20 years. But yet, all we do to condole, tweet, and that's it. I would like to draw the international community attention, in particular the United Nations, the NATO, and the Amnesty International, to hold Pakistan officially responsible for centuries of terrorism, for training, providing financial assistance, and for giving them sanctuaries on their soul, and then send them miles and miles away, all the way to Afghanistan, to carry such insane and barbaric attack to take Afghanistan back into the dark age. Afghanistan being in a dark age is in nobody's favor, and 9/11 and others are great example to remind ourselves to.